First thing first, when I wake up, I brush my teeth and roll up blunt up.
Okay, no, that ain't Dolph. I wouldn't even feel right. I feel so out of place over there.
I know I didn't think it was over with.
Hey, what the fuck up? This your boy Black Youngster. Go get that shots forever. Long live Mo 3.
Oh yeah, what's going on, y'all? This is true. I want y'all to pay close attention to this entire video. Now you just heard them say, this is CEO teaser for y'all who didn't know. Government named Joshua Taylor. You just heard the news specify that him and Devin Burns, the one I like to call shooting in the back of Makitas, was both wanted as persons of interest in the Young Dolph case. Better than that, you just heard them say that CEO Teasy was picked up and questioned 3 months after the unaliving of Young Dolph. Now, they specified that, which we already knew because he had warrants, and somebody in the inside the clerk's office miraculously let him go, and then he became unalive. After that, they got rid of Juke, right? That's not by coincidence. Govan is still walking the street, straight drop. We're gonna go back in time. Just follow me on this. I want to make that very clear. Now let's go. True. Just keep that in y'all psyche and think about what does that mean. CEO Teaser, they just said he's affiliated with the guys that they got arrested for taking out Young Dolph. Talking about Straight Drop, Cornelius, and Govan is affiliated with the gang. Let's go. True. All right, y'all, let's get into it. We're going to read this article. Then I'm going to point out something that's going to blow y'all mind. Just remember this one thing. The planning, according to Paul Hagerman, the prosecutors in the state case, the planning of Young Dolph's unaliving for this particular hit, not the ones that they missed. When I say they, I mean they. We'll get into that later. Was June 2021, right? June 2021. The DA says that the murder of Young Dolph was started being planned in June 2021. Keep that in mind, and we're going to read this article, so bear with me. Just keep that in mind. First, we're going to blow this up a little bit. Memphis rap vet Yo Gotti announces partnership between his CMG label and Interscope. Anybody can see this date right here? This date, June 8th, 2021 was when this was publicized, right? This article. All right, let's read this. Pay attention. Over the course of the last 25 years, Yo Gotti has continually evolved from Memphis street rapper to independent label head, from mainstream hip-hop star and now a rising industry mogul, helping steer the career of some of rap most buzz about new stars. Last week, we blow this up a little bit more for the people in the back of the bus. Last week, Gotti cemented his status as his CMG label and Interscope Geffen A&M IGA. Interscope Geffen A&M IGA confirmed a deal where both organizations will collaborate to continue developing the careers of CMG's successful roster of artists. Gotti confirmed the news on social media. He posted, Big Head posted, new deal, new money, new opportunities, new home for CMG Records, the brand that built brands. The formal announcement of the deal with IGA comes in wake of a series of major successes for Gotti CMG artists. In April, Memphis rapper Moneybagg Yo earned his first #1 album. Man, everybody want to hear about it. 42 Dub. All right. Now this is the industry, right? Not in the streets, right? Now this June is when it start playing it, right? June is when he start hooking up with them elites. And guess what they was whispering in his ear? We'll get to that at the end. Because he had competition. Major. In a statement confirming the deal, IGA chairman John Janik said that with 25 years under his belt as a successful artist, label head, manager, and entrepreneur, Yo Gotti has built an impressive legacy in hip-hop and remains one of the most exciting voices in music. We look forward to working closely with Gotti's team to continue to build upon CMG's incredible run in our business. In our business. Just pay attention. Gotti added that he has a tremendous amount of respect for the entire Interscope team and their track record of success. We share the same vision about winning. We want to break barriers. We want to disrupt the industry and develop the next generation of superstars. I'm thrilled to partner with them as I continue focusing on CMG's expansion. Oh my God. I told y'all, this is what it was all about in the first place. Because Play With Your B, one of the hardest diss songs ever made, all facts, no cap like them young dudes be saying, you weren't fit to go nowhere. Now, it's funny how you got this deal and this new money when the planet of Young Dolph's Unalive started. What y'all think they was telling him? Because now remember who Interscope is. Oh, yeah, it's blood on the floor. It's blood on the walls with Interscope. That's allegedly for political reasons. But we already know. Do y'all homework. We'll get into that later. Yeah, they definitely the great whites. Now look at this. God is uniquely qualified to lead his CMG label and navigate the sometimes choppy waters of major label partnerships. Gotti's own long career has been marked by some major label setbacks. In fact, he had to buy himself out of 2 separate contracts. A bad deal with TVT back in 2008, and a frustrating arrangement with RCA in 2012. Let's get to it. Let me see. Nobody won't worry about that. Nobody worry about who you sign or none of that. Let me see what I was looking for. All right, now check this out. I told y'all a long time ago. The play was been in motion for years. But don't forget what happened in 2020, right? Everybody had to wear a face mask. You get it? Can't say that on YouTube. There's been no news, however, on any plans by Gotti to stage his annual birthday bash concert in Memphis. The show, a star-studded summer event held at the FedEx Forum in recent years, was supposed to take place last June. Right? But was canceled due to that. All right. All right. All right, that's it. So the main thing I want y'all to see in that is that in June of 2021, he hooked up with Interscope. June. Now let's break it down. True.
Everybody who is involved are responsible for this murder, and we're going to make sure that everybody who is involved gets justice.
Friday morning inside a Shelby County court, Hernandez Govan pled not guilty for what the county says was his role in the 2021 murder of young Dolph.
We nonetheless are confident that we're going to be able to prove every element of the offenses that we've charged. We'll be able to prove our case beyond a reasonable doubt. And, whether we resolve this case through a plea or a trial, we're ready to seek justice in this case.
Prosecutors say that Govan was the one to introduce the alleged shooters Justin Johnson and Cornelius Smith to Big Juke, who the prosecution said put a $100,000 hit out on young Dolph.
The charges are at trial. There's a conspiracy count that for him carries up to 40 years. There is the murder count that carries life in prison.
We're pleading not guilty in this case, and we'll get to trial on July 28th.
But Manny Aurora, Govan's attorney, says his client is not guilty of the murder or the conspiracy charges, and he is not the mastermind of young Dolph's murder.
There's all been rumors about he's this or he's that, and I think hopefully we can put all that stuff to bed.
And while the trial is nearly 7 months away, prosecutors say they have taken proactive actions to make sure that Govan is monitored before the trial. And the defense says they will not seek a jury from a different part of the state.
He's under supervision by an agency that supervises him. He has restrictions on where he can go, when he can be there. It's something that we constantly monitor.
I trust the folks in Memphis. We'll have a good jury selection, and we'll make sure we get the best, most independent.
Now, considering everything that True Results has been showing y'all, let's start with the gang. In the middle, in the red shirt, we have the original leader, J Money of TRUUUUUUU Mafia. You see Teasy, second in command at that time before J Money was unalive. Right behind him, you see Devin Burns with the cross with the Glow Boy shirt on. That is Chief Keef's clothing line, by the way, I believe. In the middle, you see Lil Boosie Boo, who's everywhere that things happen. And we'll get to that real later after some more developments in the Mo 3 case come out. So y'all can see how Texas and this play is connected. And of course y'all know Big Motor, but we'll get to all that later. But just focus on Boosie, J Money in the red, Teasy, who we just talked about, and Mr. I'ma shoot in the air in the back, Devin Burns. Both of them were suspects, right? Now, Teasy got taken out. Juke got taken out. We all can agree or assume or disagree to agree to disagree that that was on purpose to filter, once again, the boss. Got it. Now, who would put that work in? Let's take it back to Juke for a minute. He got a letter from the president to be read at Juke's funeral. Got it at his. He got a letter from Joe Biden and his wife signed to be read at Juke's funeral. This goes back to the Great Whites. Now, who would gotta be around to end up having a percentage of a soccer team, and he from Memphis? Who would gotta be around that would teach him how to pay those political, donate those political contributions to the White House to be going in and out the White House as he please. Who would he be around starting in June when he signed a deal with Interscope and all them great whites that would get in his ear, and you better know it's real, and be like, got it. Now, if you want this to work, you got major, you got an issue we need you to take care of before this year ends to keep this going, because you got a guy out there. Oh yes, we got our eye on Memphis, and there can't be, you want to be the king. You got a guy out there that we offered $22 million, and he shitted on us for real, in our face. You, on the other hand, was already being here. You was already here. But this guy, young Dolph, has the following. He's keeping all the money. You couldn't get him to sign with you. He's sitting on you. Now he doing the same thing to us. He's keeping everything for himself. He's teaching the people. He's creating a lot of bosses. He's taking care of his community. He's buying up all the properties. He's getting into the cannabis business. He got trucking companies. He's hooking up with Walgreens. And he killing all your. He taking all your customers, especially with the Play With Your B. So this is my proposal for you. And they're gonna send a handler, a middleman, to break it down to God in the meeting and tell him it's either you get him out the way, or we gonna get both of you out the way. Have it your way. And sure enough, when he got that backing and he got all that political protection, even his brother was not off limits, because that's how they play. And if y'all don't believe it's blood in the industry, oh, it's real, and it goes back, way back, way back. And all these, if it ain't the M, the unaliving, it's some mysterious setup. It's all about ownership and takeover, because social media has been, I think YouTube just had a 20-year anniversary, y'all. You will swear this look at all this damage it's doing right now, and it's just a virgin, 20 years old. Ain't even old enough to drink yet, YouTube. Somebody Google that and see that YouTube just have a 20-year anniversary. I told y'all, it's just a virgin. But that's what I wanted to bring to y'all attention before the next video, so that we can be on the same page, because we got something that's overlapping that I want to combine. But this is what I want to start with, so that when I get to the Empire and the Mo3 and the Texas and the industry, y'all can see how the whole play, even with on YouTube with certain bloggers, all the way to the pipeline, and all the way to the boosters in the middle, if I can. So y'all just make sure y'all hit your notification bell. That's the little bell. You have to hit it and put it on all to get notified of all videos. If y'all didn't do that, that's why some of y'all may have it on personalized. Just hit the bell and make sure you press all notifications so that you be notified every time I drop. Now, before we go, I want us to say a little prayer for our boy Kodak Black, because if this is not a fatality in the making, why can't nobody Why won't nobody? Why is there so many yes men and this guy out here walking around looking like this? Check this out. True.
Tico, ¿qué, Tico? I'm coming,
Yeah, we gotta do something about that because that is not good right there. Come on, Kodak, man. I got your brother got prayers up for you. Somebody go get your boy. Now look at this right here before we get out of here. Look at Boosie. Never knew. Dolph never even knew all the snakes that he was around, man. Just never knew. But we almost there, Dolph. Just hold on. Know you're down. Know you're smiling. Trey growing up. Yeah, I seen Trey getting tall, starting to look just like his daddy. And he got that look in his eye. So y'all, we gonna bring it on in. Bring it on home. Now, I ain't got nothing against Key Glock. But since I ain't got nothing against Key Glock, I still gonna say what I want to say. Now look at it. Now what Key Glock got going on in here? I already know what song he's singing, but he's singing it a little too good, right? He's singing, I believe it's Sade, but I ain't want to play the music because I would not get monetized. But look at him. Boy, you putting a little too much extra on there, ain't the Key Glock? I ain't gonna mess with him too hard, you know what I'm saying? He doing his thing, and some of the moves I want to approve of, like soon as Dolph get out of here you go. Well, you know, it's probably good for business, though. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if Dolph said that, but ain't no telling what these folks will do. But, you know, shout out to Key Glock and them PRE boys, you know what I'm saying? That's what Dolph wanted them to do. Shine. Y'all stay safe, stay true, stay blessed. Shout out to Shelly Shell. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Just another way to support the channel. And if you wish to donate to the channel, Cash App would always be TRURESULTS #2. I'm going to get on out of here, y'all. It's one love for life. True.
Did you know the dude they said was the mastermind? Did you know the dude they said was the mastermind? He said he from Orange Mound. Orange Mound quit.
I know him. He ain't Orange Mound quit. He was in the mound. But he ain't born and raised here like me. He came when he was already grown. He showed my homies love. It wasn't nothing but love between me and Dog, man, all day.
That's 100.
Fuck with Dog.
Man, what did you think when you saw the stuff with the case, man? I saw DJ Squeaky speak on it in an interview with, I forgot which news station it was, but like how they got one of the dudes, another dude testified, you know what I'm saying? One got sentenced to life, you know, some more that's involved, that's awaiting their sentencing. What's your thoughts on that, bro?
Well, on that particular subject, I know the real inside scoop, the street scoop. So, you know, whatever they talk about on that, that's that, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot been going on since that, though, you know.